All right, so we're doing a live recording right now as I'm training. And so check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at MGM. Somebody wanted me to check out MGM. Okay. And so when you're wanting to go on Trading View, what you need to do is first to understand the tools. Okay. So one of the tools that I always use is I like to go from not the first one, but the second one. And on the second drop box, I can have my trend line, my arrow, array, vertical lines, horizontal. And so this drop box, which is the second from the top, allows me to see what tools I want to use. Okay. And so what I want to use right now is a trend line. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from wick to wick. And from what I'm seeing right now, as I'm drawing this out, I see that we are in a down trend. Okay. Now, somebody asked me to check this out. Did you already take this trade, Timmy or Mark? Or are we kind of thinking about it? Are we trying to see should we do a call or a put, or are we kind of in the middle right now? You guys respond to me on that one. Another thing that you can do on Trading View is that I like to highlight areas. So I usually do those with my yellow areas. And so one thing that I'm going to do right now before I do it, I'm going to put a line right at the bottom. And the way that you put lines on your chart, and specifically, if you're using Windows, is you're going to do an Alt H. Alt H. Put that in the chat, please. Alt H. Alt H. Okay. And this was a put from yesterday. Another great call because I'm seeing a structure. So on my Alt H, what I'm noticing right now is, as I look at the story, price came up, came down, and then it gapped up, right? And so I'm going to go to this drop down box. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to click my arrow, and then I'm going to go to something called the ellipse, right? As I use that, what I want to do with this tool is to identify where the gaps are in the market. Does that make sense? I'm identifying the gaps in the market. And then I see another one right there. So if I want to, I can go right back to it. I click it again, and then I'm going to draw it out. And I like to do this in yellow because yellow to me really stands out, right? And so because it stands out, it allows me to see I need to be aware of a particular area. Does that make sense? I need to be aware of a particular area. Now, as I'm moving right here, I'm going to go ahead and move myself all the way to the top, which is cool. I can kind of have my head in here 2 different times, right? And so I've moved myself to the top. And now what I'm doing right now is I'm looking. Whoo, this looks like an amazing setup. I'm going from the second tool to the top. I'm going to click arrow. And what I'm doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is specifically for you guys, is I'm looking at this particular area. Now, let me ask a question. Why do you think I'm excited when I look at this particular trade? Can somebody help me out? Why do you think I'm excited when I look at this particular trade? Talk to me, please. So another thing that I want to be aware of as well is that you want to look at areas that price has been back and forth. And so I saw at one time, this was a resistance level. Price went down. It was a resistance level. Price went down. It broke all the way up here and never came back. But here's one thing that I understand about the markets, ladies and gentlemen. Price has memory. Type it down, please. Price has memory. Price has memory. Now, I drew a vertical line, which was an Alt H, and the vertical line is representing a place where price once was there many times before. That's all that represents. So I'm going to go back to my ellipse, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top. I'm going to hit my arrow. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to draw it right here. Let me pause right quick. Is this helping somebody, please? Is this helping somebody? Because not only are we going live, I'm doing a recording with a recording. I just want to see, is this helping right now? Somebody said a lot. Thank you, Chef Mark. I love that. So watch this, ladies and gentlemen. When I look at this particular area, let's look to see what happened. And watch this zone. We have a rally, base, rally, explosive move, explosive move. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Price has not been there in a long time. Now watch this, Chef Mark and Bob and member Grant and Stress Doctor. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to go back to my star because I started this, I saved it, and I'm going back to my rectangle, and I'm going to go and draw a zone right there. Watch this. And that is going to be my demand zone. I'm loving this zone because price has not been back here. Take this down for your notes, please. When price has not revisited the zone in a while, that is a fresh zone, and it is great probability. Not good probability, great probability, ladies and gentlemen. Great probability. Great probability. Now, I want to do something else, though, because your side said that you wanted a recording. You're making me work a little bit today. I know it's Friday, TGIF. Let's go out there with a good bang, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make sense of this thing. Notice market structure. Notice market structure. Literally, price went up, it came down right here, went down, broke above, went down, and now we've had a break of structure where price is trending down. Does everybody see that? Price is trending down. And we want to look for an area that prices came multiple different times. That's right, Mama C, fresh zone. So what we should do next is let's take out our fib tool. And the reason that we want to take out our fib tool is we just want to have some good guesstimation on where we should take profits. Do me a favor, please. Type this in the chat. Take profits along the way. Take profits along the way. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. So now I'm going to go to my fib tool. How would we use the fib tool? Very easy. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And my Fibonacci tool, which I have a gold star, is highlighted. So that's why they have it to the top. Okay? That's why they have it to the top. So I'm going to bring out the fib tool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from my most recent, type this in the chat, please, my most recent swing low to the most recent swing high. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's about to get good. I hope I'm not the only one that's getting excited today. I mean, I'm really starting to feel this. I'm seeing something, but I'm noticing that price is in the 50% and the 61.8. And I talked about this about 2 days ago or yesterday. It's called a such and such zone. Somebody give me the word. It is currently in the such and such zone. Tell me which one it is. Tell me what that zone is called. Tell me what that zone is called. Thank you, Angie. Woo, she said gold. Show me the money. This is called the King Midas zone because every time King Midas touched something, it turned to gold. Please listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. So now I'm going to take my rectangle out again, and I'm just doing this for myself. I like to just kind of have this area just for myself as just gold. Yeah. Kind of like Kingdom Day Traders is gold, golden. And I just kind of highlight that on my charts and notice that anytime price kind of came in that golden zone area, look what happened, ladies and gentlemen. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up. Oh, let me not just do this. So I'm going back to my tools. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same place that they had the rectangle. I'm going to my ellipse. And what I'm going to do is just highlight times that it came into this golden zone and that price just did some type of turn. It was almost like it was an area full of turbulence. Did everybody see what I'm doing? It's like it's an area just full of turbulence. Can I ask a question, ladies and gentlemen? Am I making this stuff up? Are you guys starting to see what I'm seeing right now? Are you starting to see the power of that technical institutional analysis? That's what I'm trying to teach you right now. Do you see what happens when you get clarity in the charts that you can look at it, you can look trades, you can make money, you can feel confident? Matter of fact, I could have it come back up because this would be a downtrend and put multiple entries because of the confluence that I'm getting. So watch this, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking, how ironic is it that you should look to take a profit at 41.31, which would be the 61.8 percentage. Put that in the chat, please. Put the number down. $41.31. Put it down, please. $41.31. Somebody asked the other day, man, so does this help with our day trading and options? Absolutely. Absolutely. You learn this, and then you do the nuances for options, IV, HV, proper delta score. Wow. Next level. The challenge has been, and let's just call a spade, is that a lot of us have actually skipped over this part and we're taking the trades, but we just don't know why. My job as Mark's coach is help you to understand the why. Does that make sense? To give you the why and why we do what we do. Good. And this is a recorded live video. I'm actually recording this as I'm speaking over here. Let's break it down a little bit. So remember, anytime we do this, ladies and gentlemen, can I ask a question? Do we still need to have a stop loss? And I'm going to do an Alt-H and put this in green for you guys. Take profit points so that you won't get greedy. Because greed will get to you, boy. That's what I like about the fibs. The fibs kind of give you reference points of, okay, I can take my profits at the fib levels. Yes. Do another one. So here's what I'm saying. First take profit, I'm thinking we got 41.31. That looks good. Another fib one would be $40.60. $40.60. Grandpa Steve, prior to your training at a 30,000 foot level, you got me at 1,000 foot level. Absolutely. Let's walk together. Let's take a walk in the park. You can do that. So at 41.31, where does it go from there? Great question. So all we're going to do is look to our left and see that prices came there. And when we look at that next fib, we can take it to the 78.6, which is at $40.60. And you can do the 50% stop loss as well, meaning whatever you paid for premium, you just cut that in out, you just get out. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a game of, say it with me, probability. And we want to not chase the market, but we always want to protect our capital. Is that okay? Is that fair? Can we protect our capital? Yes? Good. Any questions on this? Any questions? Did I make this clear for you guys? Any questions? Do I need to go over anything else? Talk to me, please. Any questions? But I like a put on this trade. I think it looks good. The structure's really good. We're seeing some serious breakthroughs in structure. So, it's good. It's just about rolling out right there as well. Somebody said, or look at a $40 put. I don't know. I would have to look at it, though, like this. When I'm looking at the $40 put, I guess the best way that I would say it is, and let me know, what was the exact call? Because that's the best way for me to be able to answer that question. And when I mean the exact call, I know not call versus put, but what was the exact trade? That's what I need to know, because I actually want to put it in the lines. What was the trade idea or the alert, so that we can know what we're looking at? So somebody help me out. Let me know. You guys said it was a put. Give me the particulars for it so I can put it on the chart. And I can give you this chart as well for yourself as well. Okay? Somebody said, could you please chart either CRWD or CRM? Let me see if we got time. Yes, I can do the CRW. Cool. So $42 put. Thank you for that. I'm going to do this in black. Thank you. For yourself, ladies and gentlemen, always take time that if you're going to be charting like I'm doing, to take time and enter the information so you just won't get lost and you know exactly what's going on, okay? So $42, right? Let's see. And let me enter it up. Got me working today. That's what I'm talking about. So we had MGM. We had a December 17th, right? What? I put pit. All right. Yeah, and $42. All right. Beautiful. Looks good, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Don't you love it when it's a put and it's below the line? Absolutely, you do. Absolutely that you do. That's good. Now watch this where it says 76 cents. Okay, yeah. So let me put in, let's see, boom, 17 for 76 cents. Somebody let me know. It was at 35 cents. Okay, gotcha. Let me put that in. So this is just more so for my notes. Because watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Notice that I'm doing this on TradingView, so I don't have the chance of looking at an option screen. I don't see any of that. And so here's what I'm trying to help you understand. You have to be able to work your tools. I'm doing pure technicals. Because when I look at my technicals, then I can say this looks good, and then I can go and put it into my screen. I can say, okay, what's my premium? How long? What expiration? So do you understand that we have to have an order of operation so that when we get these calls or we get these puts, we can check out the charts, we feel good about it, we can put into trade, but also for ourselves, we have to have a way to gauge what's going on in the market. Does that make sense? And so no longer do I just want you just jumping into a trade. I want you to learn. You might be jumping in the beginning, but you need to know the why behind the how. Does that make sense? Good. Coach, how do you stretch and shrink charts? So check it out. You just take the little button thing on the mouse, and I have mine at the top. Watch this. I can do that, or I can just move it up like this. You see? And then I can kind of close it down. So I'm all on doing it. I'm doing that with my mouse, just back and forth. That's how you do it. And I'm right, and I have a left click going on right now. So I'm left clicking in my mouse, and I'm able to kind of move it back and forth. So that's how it's getting done. Okay? Good. All right, so let me stop this video. I think it's still recording, right? Let me double check something right quick.